guys, I'm almost 2 years in this country. Best believe that I am far from settling in. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Barbara Omodudu. I am a lifestyle content creator living in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to the channel. I hope you find this channel to be insightful, entertaining for you, and you take out time to subscribe and join our ever-growing family. And yeah, if you're an OG of the channel, thank you so much. I'm very excited to be here today because first things first, a subscriber reached out to me during the week to let me know that they got their PPR. If you are in the process of relocating, you already know what PPR means. It's a passport request, and so they are journeying to Canada very soon. I'm so excited for you. You know yourself. Congratulations once again. And yes, she also mentioned that she'll be using my well-detailed travel list. I have it somewhere on the channel. I'm going to link it somewhere in the description box again. So that anybody who is interested, in this list that I have come up with is a comprehensive list. And, even after I have come to Canada, I have updated the list, removed some things, added some more things. And yeah, it's going to be useful to anybody who needs it. So do well to use it as well as share it with others that you know would love it. Like you already know by the title of today's topic, it is those misconceptions that sorry guys, this is not a bangle, this is my remote control, but let's just keep dangling here. It is those misconceptions that I had as a new immigrant to Canada. Disclaimer, this is not a video where I get to tell you whether to come to Canada or not. No, this is not that kind of video. I'm just trying to juxtapose what I thought about coming to Canada and coming to Canada, what I have seen for myself, and just trying to, create that balance between both opinions that I have. So let's jump right into it. The first misconception that I have, and this is personal, guys, I keep saying I because this is about me. The first misconception I had about the country is that life is easier when you come to Canada. I'll cool my head and relax, and things will just happen. Everything will just be going fine, and I'll be living well. La la la. Newsflash, guys. That is not how the country is built. The fact that you are here, you still have to hustle. You have to account for every hour you work for. Like there's no free money anywhere. Life doesn't get easier than you would have thought it would be. So I had a misconception that everything would just be easy peasy, blah blah blah. No, guys. It's not as easy as I thought it would be. Another misconception I had is that every country have their own struggles. That's another realization. This perhaps not a misconception, but it's a realization I had. In your country, all you're dealing with is corruption, is mismanagement of funds, is poverty. Other countries might not be dealing with all of these other things I have mentioned, but they are dealing with their own issues. Perhaps they are also dealing with inflation, they're dealing with traffic, they're dealing with drugs, they're dealing with some natural disasters. Every country has what they are dealing with. So they might not be dealing with what your home country is dealing with, but they sure have what they are also dealing with that is giving their government or those in power sleepless nights. Another misconception I have is that you most likely will not make a wrong decision about many things, and that is totally wrong. Coming here, guys, you can still make poor decisions. The first poor decision you can make might even be relocating, as a matter of fact. So relocation is not for everybody, like we already know. The misconception that, coming here is the best decision. No, it is not. It might not be for you. Even after you have landed, you might still make poor decisions about where to settle in. So some people settle in, places they know nobody, places where they have no connection. Some people even go to places where they have people, and the people they think they have abandoned them. You can still make poor decisions concerning the kind of apartment you live in, the school your kids will go to. You can still make poor decisions in this country, costly decisions that will affect your foundation as a new immigrant. You can still make those decisions, so be really careful. Another thing is that not all network is good for you. I knew that networking was big in Canada. What I did not know was that not all network is good for you. Yes. You have to be conscious of the people that feed into you. You have to be conscious of the people that speak to you. You have to be conscious of the kind of advice you're taking. You have to be conscious of what you allow to affect you, because a lot of people project into you, and I will explain very well. I recall even before I traveled, I knew people who said, you are going to Canada, what's happening in Canada? There's nothing happening in Canada, don't go. Because someone saying, I have a friend that's been in Canada for 10 years, she has not gotten a good job, and this is somebody that left here as maybe like a top career person. So they project all of these things into you. And if you are not grounded on what you know, or if you have not done your research properly, you allow that to affect your own decisions. Even after coming here, you have to be cautious of the people that you surround yourself with. So you might meet fellow countrymen and you get talking with them and they begin to tell you, oh, you cannot get that kind of job here. Just as you have come now, ensure that you get a menial job, and that's the best you can do. And this is not demeaning menial jobs. They just try to tell you that that's your bracket, as in you can't go beyond this. And that's why back home, some people have the misconception that whenever you come here, you cannot do more than menial jobs, you become second-class citizen. But if you surround yourself with the right network, with the right set of people, best believe that they are going to encourage you, they're going to motivate you, they're going to assist you in getting to the level you want to get, even surpassing it. Networking is good, but ensure that you're networking with the right people. Ensure that you have a community that are positive. Ensure that you're reaching out to people who are good for your mental space, who have the same values, the same intentions, the same goals as you have, who have done better than you in places where you intend to go, and network with them and you will do great things. Okay. Something else is that settling in is a continuous process, guys. And this one, I recall that when we initially came into Canada, if I meet somebody and we get talking and I find out the person is an immigrant like myself, and I ask, oh, how long have you been here? And the person says, oh, I've been here for 2 years. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. How many you've settled in fully? Guys, I'm almost 2 years in this country. Best believe, and this is me being sincere, I'm not even holding back. Best believe that I am far from settling in. In fact, the last 1 year, I have been more unsettled than I was the year I came into Canada. So anybody that I have seen and I have said, oh, you've been here for 2 years, oh, 4 years, 5 years, oh, you settled in, oh, congratulations. Forgive me, please. It was ignorance, it was a misconception. I thought by 2 years you would have settled in. Guys, I am just finding out that settling in is a continuous process. For as a matter of fact, you might be 4 years in this country and you are yet to settle in. You might be 10 years in this country and you are yet to settle in. And no, I don't mean, having a roof over your head. But I'm talking about settling in every aspect of your life, in your finances, in your childcare, in your marriage, in your career. Settling in all of these things is a myth, guys. It is not a destination. It is a continuous journey. You are always trying to settle in. Right now, almost 2 years in, I am still settling in, guys. I am. No shame in the game. Another misconception I had was that coming here, all the hard work is done. I felt like, the hardest work I had to do was getting to the pool, to get approved, coming to the country. That was the hardest part, guys. Whilst that might be correct in some instances, it is not the truth. It is not the truth. This is not to downplay all of that or try to say anybody in the pool right now, this is not the hardest part. No, and this is not to discourage anybody. But the truth is, as much as that is the hard part, there are other harder parts in the country that you have to deal with. Dealing with having to settle in, dealing with your finances, getting into a place where you're comfortable, dealing with, like I mentioned, getting the kids in good schools, dealing with even you establishing yourself in the country, establishing yourself with your career, dealing with all of these other aspects of your life that needs constant work. We are still on a constant journey of trying to balance things out, trying to see what works, what doesn't work, and trying to just settle in. So yeah, that's a misconception I had. I thought by now I'll be rolling in dollars. Anyway, guys, the last but not the least that I would like to touch on really quickly is that you still have to be intentional about everything. It's different from when I was in Nigeria or when we're in Nigeria, when you see that, okay, you just have to be focused on just your work. Your husband has to be focused on his work as well. The kids are in safe hands. You have a nanny, you have a house help who cleans the house, you have a driver, you have a chef you have all of those things, everything is working at the same time. What you just need is just to provide the funds that this other aspect of your life needs to function with, right? You perhaps even have a grandma like I did that was living with you and all of that. But coming to this country, you do not have any of these luxuries. You do not have a chef, you do not have a driver, you do not have a nanny with your kids. You literally have to do all of these things by yourself. So that is where intentionality comes in. You have to be intentional about your timing. You have to plan everything around, what needs to be done, what you can let go of, what you do not have the time to do right now. You just have to make conscious plan. And then again, you might not even have the luxury of maybe a family member or your mom or your husband's mom staying with you. And so it's just both of you and the humans you have created or that God has given to you, having to deal with everything around their life. So you have to do most of this work yourself in the same 24 hours that you've always had. You have to cook, you have to go pick up the kids from school, you have to do laundry, you have to do the kids' extracurricular activities, everything you have to do it by yourself. And doing it by yourself now means that your 24 hours is stretched beyond limit. You also have to be intentional about this thing so that you're not dropping the ball on important things like your children, like your family, like your marriage, like yourself, like your career. You have to juggle all of these different balls so that none of it will drop. If you're not intentional about your spirituality, about your career, about all of this, they will all die, as in they will die. It is the easiest place for you to lose touch with your God, lose touch with your spirituality, lose touch with your marriage. As a matter of fact, I hear of people that exchange their children at the train station. Why? Because one person is working morning shift, the other partner is working night shift. All of this sums up to say that it's not as easy as a lot of us thought it would be. Kudos to everybody that's been here 5-10 years. Like, I cannot even imagine what they've been through. I've been here less than 2 years and I've been through a lot. Yeah, but in all things, we thank God. Please note that these are the misconceptions that I had before coming to Canada, and I'm just trying to let you know, just in case you also have some of these previous notions I have, so that you correct it before you come here, so that you're not surprised. And this doesn't even mean I didn't do my research very well. Of course I did my research, but some things are just what they are. You have to experience it to understand better. I'm winging it, and God is in control. And yes, I look forward to better and greater times ahead. Thank you so much for watching. If you're a new subscriber, please don't forget to like this video, share, subscribe, turn on your post notification, and yes, leave me a comment, okay, so that I would read from you all. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any more of this misconception, what your expectations were, what your reality is, please let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to read all of that. And yes, I'll see you in my next one. Thank you guys. Bye. Mwah.